My first impression when I started was judo was a big impression because before I walked onto the tatami, my first trainer and coach Wim Cobben, he pulled me at my neck and shoulders right up into the air, and I was really like, oh, what's happening? It was a big shock. So from that moment on, I was always a very dynamic and energetic child. So I was really calm and listening very good from lesson one. Judo is we all know is like a sport, especially for education and to learn how to deal with other people with physical situations. So it was easy, it was okay, and I was almost always the strongest. So for me, it was actually really nice to have the physical contact. It was a combination of different factors, like the injury, troubles at home, a lot of arguing with my parents. My parents, a lot of fighting with each other, so it was not a good situation for me at home. And that was the reason why I had to leave my home and live at other places for 7.5 years. And yes, and at those other places, I was not allowed to do judo because they could not spare the people to go with me to training and stuff. Because of my behavior, they say you're not going home. And I was like, yes, I'm going home. I'm at a point. I was like 17 and a half. I was at a point in my life I decided to wanting to live for something, to have something, to create my own home and life. And from that moment on, it was like I saw the light. I started to change myself. And within a half year, I managed to go out there and to make steps to start judo again, to start with studying again. And now I'm almost done with studying, and in judo I'm going very good. Those situations gave me strength, such a big and great strength that I never have the feeling anymore that I can fail in life, or even if I wouldn't have a roof, if I would lose a leg, I would still be happy in life and would achieve everything I want to achieve. When I was 4, my parents they sent me to the hospital, to a doctor, to examine my behavior if I had ADHD, because I was very busy. But the doctor, he was an expert on that kind of that area, and he told me that he didn't want to give me that prognosis. So after a few years, somebody else gave me that I have ADHD. They said it. People who were inspiring, who really tried to make a difference, and those people were the people that inspired me. That inspired me to wanting to be a person who mattered, who could make a difference in other people's lives. And when I was 17.5 years, I read a lot of books about spiritual books, about life, about people, and also that inspired me a lot to change my lifestyle. I went to the doctor and he said, there's nothing to find in your behavior that looks like ADHD. You're not hyperactive, you're not this, you can focus very well. And that was the point I started doing judo again, and people recognized my strength and my talent in judo. It was not like I was really gifted in technical judo, because when I was doing uchikomi, I was stepping on people's toes and they really didn't like to do judo with me. Judo is really important for me. It got me on the right track, and because of judo, I had the space to develop myself as a human being that wants to inspire other people that want to give the good I have had and I have worked for. I want to share it with others. Now I have a lot of medals, and I can see each year I make steps. Like in 1 year I take maybe 2 prizes or 3. Then the year after I double that amount of prizes of medals. And now there is still a steady progression in the medals I take, and I'm coming closer at Grand Slams, second places, Grand Prix, first place I have. I've got the feeling that now in this year I can make another step. I've got a lot of space to improve because I missed a lot of years in my judo development. And because of that, I have to, for my feeling, I have to train twice twice as hard and more than the most fighters. And but also because of that, I can still be very surprising because there's still a lot space for me to learn and improve. It's a challenge for me when I feel the pain and the tiredness to be creative, to find a way where I can still be good when I don't have the energy in my body or in my hands or have an injury. That's just the person who I want to be. So my biggest motivation is when I'm tired, when I can't do it anymore, is to find a way. The willingness to find ways when I don't have it. That is my motivation. I've got a lot of hobbies. What I like to do is dancing. I think a lot of people in the judo world know that by now. And I like rapping and writing, poetry, reading. There are lot of hobbies I can mention. Because of those hobbies, you would think I spend a lot of energy not in judo but in other stuff, but that's not true. That's not true. Because of doing those hobbies, it develops me in every kind of way. It develops my mind, and judo is a sport where mind is very important. To have a good, healthy, strong, and creative mind can make you as a judo player more complete. It sounds magical to me when I hear the two words RoadToRio. Everything comes together for me, you know. It's like because the Olympics is the highest podium for an athlete to fight at, to shine at. So the total of my history and the total of the future I have in mind, that's the middle point for me. So I got a lot of energy, and everything I do is more lively. You can do everything where you put your mind to. I've really got the feeling that there's nothing I can do in judo, but also in life. So it doesn't matter what I do, what I'm trying to do. I always got the reassurance that I will be successful. I don't got the doubt about being successful or achieving goals in life, and that's all because of judo.